background, but it will probably be the usual. Rosalina coming in from Solo.
Yep.
And from Haytem, we could very well see the snake.
Exciting. Let's get into the first round of our top 8 here on stream. At the main quest is going to be Haytem versus Solo, and it's bound to be a slower paced matchup, but one that should be very explosive. The way that both these characters work, they just absolutely die when they get touched the wrong way, right? And so you get that juggle on Snake. It's going to do a lot of damage, but Rosa, one of the lighter characters in the game. Let's see how both these players mitigate for that vulnerability.
Already Solo going on the offensive, a quick 100% on Haytem as Solo tries to go for the up air. Of course, the Snake, very heavy, will not get KO'd that easily. The C4 on the left platform could dissuade some approaches from Solo, but at this point Solo has no reason to approach. So it's Haytem on the lookout.
Ooh, but you play too fastly. Haytem makes great use of that, almost takes that stock right there, and that's what I said about the volatility in what is normally a very slow-paced matchup. These players out for blood. Solo looking for that nair, does not find it. Haytem with a great crouch. There's the mix-up and the automatic C4. The double KO.
What a way to go. This first stock for both players. Both players taken aback by seeing that C4 explode on their bodies. But a fantastic opening to our set. Very volatile, as you pointed out time and time again, Ramses. But now we'll see the slower paced gameplay here. The Luma going as a bodyguard all the way to the front, losing his life.
Yep.
And Haytem now just throwing out the grenades. Solo looking for an opening, finds one, finds the throw.
Okay, no double jump from Haytem. Very good discipline. Takes the normal getup, but that corner pressure is mounting. Solo setting up some great offense here. Look at the advantage state, just pressing on and on. Still not done. Another quick 100. We're looking at a repeat, and look at that finish. The down air spike. Solo with a solid lead right now.
Yeah, beautiful work here by Solo. The pressure is just insurmountable for Haytem here as the grenades get thrown out time and time again. But, you know, that was a misinput, and Solo will take quick advantage of that. That neutral air is pivotal in this matchup as Solo finds his way into the wall of grenades. Lots of pressure here on Haytem. Can he land?
Haytem still hasn't touched ground yet. Another normal getup, and this time makes use of it too. Solo, we've seen how early Haytem can KO Solo. I feel another one coming here. Solo just barely dodging all of these normals. Gets hit by the ones that don't kill. 130 on Rosa. You don't see that too often in this matchup.
Right. Oh, the C4 explodes just barely short on the range there as Solo throws Haytem off stage and will chase. But the C4 once again in the perfect position. Haytem will secure that KO and is still hanging on for dear life at 149%.
Oh, and with all that rage, a lot of things could happen here. Haytem just taking the neutral reset, but look at the way he's sharking Solo, knowing, hey, no Luma, this is the time to shine, but you cannot push too hard. Solo just taking it slow himself, waiting for the Luma. Has Luma back on deck. Let's see what Solo does with that. Nice parry, no reward.
Yeah, look at the discipline from Solo here. Just slowly taking his time, but then, just as I say that, a little bit of greedy move inwards, but Haytem with some good movement, managing to dodge out. And now the percentage is racking up. And as you pointed out before, Rosalina dies early. Could get killed very early, but oh no!
Almost blows himself up, unfortunately, for Solo. Does not get the KO there, but 61 on Solo and mounting. Fresh Luma though. Let's see what Haytem does about that. Look at Haytem looking for that big hit, and Solo just a step ahead of Haytem there with the retreat, but did not retreat to set up the Luma again. Just the shield. Knew, hey, the dash attack is coming eventually. And that's where I will strike Solo with a pretty back and forth 1-0 victory.
Yeah, so that dash attack hitting the shield is of course a free pass to do whatever you want. Solo very calmly inputting that up smash, getting the KO at just the right moment. And we'll be loading into game number 2 here. I'm curious about the counter pick. Like, these two characters both have their advantage on different kinds of stages. What are your insights on that?
I think what Haytem is looking for is platforms more than anything. We're just going to go to small battlefield.
Okay, yeah.
Tried and true, right? And I think that's fair. I think there were a lot of opportunities for Haytem to get the win in that last game. And at the end of the day, that volatility is just a little bit in Solo's favor, again, because of that discipline. And here we're seeing a little bit more of that, the Luma manipulation to get past the grenade, but that nair just so lasting, so easy to hit grenades, and we're seeing exactly that. And while normally the grenade chip is not that bad, again, we're looking at an ultra-light character. Every single grenade counts.
Right, especially when you're trying to input those combos, but then there's a grenade interrupting you. It's mostly in Snake's favor. Right now, Solo is putting on the pressure. The forward air will come out 180%. Haytem needs to recover here. Does so successfully with the air dodge. But once again, the grenade is there to disrupt any sort of combo potential.
And already Solo playing it a little bit slower.
Right.
Getting maybe a little bit less from his advantage states. But on the other hand, it seems to be a lot more stable so far. 148.
Yeah,
and that should be it. Yep, very nice shield poke setup by Solo. Haytem is going to drop that first stock. Only 65 on Solo. It's very
yeah,
manageable.
that's very good. So it's looking kind of similar to the first game, except for the double KO at the start. But
Yep.
Solo taking the lead early. Haytem forced to do something about that lead that Solo is building up, but not really finding enough openings. So he's trying to, right now, get some grenade play going, get the down throw going. I think there was an opportunity for a quick follow-up there, but Solo escapes with his life. 136%, but explosion in the right place will do it for you.
The 2-frame with the down B, that is very nice. You don't see Snakes do that a lot, but it's getting more and more meta relevant as the time goes on. Haytem with a very, very nice down B there, but bleeding on the second stock already. 96. Nice recovery.
Yeah, good recovery going high, whereas Solo was covering low. There's some more grenades, and the percentage is once again racking up. A little bit of a mistake there, and Solo does not let those go. Immediately, second stock of Haytem is gone.
You can say whatever you want about Solo, but the way Solo capitalizes on hits is honestly one of his best qualities. And we can see that time and time again. Just the reaction time, the awareness of how these situations could play out. Solo is very on top of those. Luma is going to take a quick KO right there. 93. This could be an up tilt if Solo is unlucky, but look at Solo playing the platforms, knowing, hey, up tilt is going to be a lot harder to hit on those platforms, especially with all of those B reverse movements. And there's Luma again. Solo immediately on the offense. The up tilt late hit by the skin of his teeth. Solo still alive.
Definitely another Nair coming out just to create some space. But as you can see, the percentage racking up here for Haytem. Needs to do something to get this KO, but Solo's playing so safely.
Yep.
Just uses the Luma to create some more pressure. Good attack there. And the pressure is on for Haytem on the ledge here. Tries to get back, but Solo goes deep. And that back air will secure the second game.
Haytem tried to do what he's been doing in all these offside situations where he kind of just sneaks by Solo. Solo often waits for Haytem to go a little bit lower, tries to get the down air there, and Haytem just instead kind of rudely, right, kind of disregarding of all the pressure, just kind of goes high. And Solo this time saying, well, all right, if you want to go high, I'm just going to back you instead of down air you.
Yeah.
Nice adaptation to get that final KO. Exactly what Solo needed. Of course, Solo had a lot of room to work with there.
Yeah, of course. But we pointed this out earlier where we said Solo will capitalize on his advantages. Whenever he sees an opportunity, he will go for it. He's like a shark in that sense. So Solo will have to show it one more time in game number 3. Or will Haytem be able to get back on the board? We'll see so in a bit. As we go to Pokemon Stadium, a quick change up in stage.
Yep, a little bit of a wider stage. Going to make it a little bit harder to gimp Snake, right? Because it's going to be harder to put him off stage in the first place. And that is what Haytem is banking on, which I think is a good call. I think the layout is fine. Of course, PS2 historically one of Snake's best stages, and we can already see why. The way Haytem can set up his defensive play using those platforms. Solo. Tried to use the Luma there to disrupt the textures. I really like that.
Yeah, I also think that PS2, we see Haytem playing a lot on the sides of the stage where Solo's mostly commanding the middle. I think PS2 just gives him a little bit more space to work with, to pull off some nice maneuvers to get in a better position. The Solo gives no room to work with at all, goes in deep. There's that up smash, will not KO just yet, of course.
But looking at the percentages right now, this is already way closer than the last game. But, Haytem was retreating, but the Luma just chased after anyway.
Crucial. That was a crucial point in this match. Because this could mean that Solo just takes it from here. Unless Haytem get that quick KO, but Solo's just playing so safe.
Solo's early percents are so good. A nice KO by Haytem. Finds it, but does take about 60.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty look right now. Let's see how Solo capitalizes on that. Another self-explosion situation for Haytem. You don't want to see that. The grenade just not working in his favor. This is looking to be snowballing a little bit in Solo's favor. Not a great look if you're a Haytem fan.
Alright, back to the ledge. Might need to find some tricky way out, but finds himself back in the middle of the stage. But Luma is just always in the right position, it seems like. And it makes it so hard for Haytem to play this weird 2 versus 1 situation. Constantly having to be on his toes and also timing the own grenades. But Solo just goes deep and finds another back air.
The exact same back air.
Yeah.
The exact same back air as what closed out game 2. And just the way Solo was using the platform to pressure Haytem in the corner there was amazing. And right now, Haytem looking a little lost, honestly.
Yeah, you can see So trying to find some sort of opening, but you know, Solo is just so patient and waits and waits and waits. The grenades are coming out, but they are not finding their target. And all of a sudden, Solo is already ahead with more than a stock. Back throw could lead to some nice offstage shenanigans, but Haytem goes for the Hail Mary, but doesn't quite find it.
I like that.
Yeah.
If there's any way to win, that's it, right? Solo now getting that grenade thrown at him. Haytem tries to be tricky, but Solo just claims center, defends it.
Look at the Luma as well. Whenever Haytem is in a position where that Luma is on his side, it could be very dangerous. Now Haytem is in a very good position. Look at C4. Will not play a role in this ledge trap situation, as Solo just jumps over any sort of threat, and the pressure is just too high. Solo takes it 3-0 over Haytem.
What looked like a very touch-and-go game 1 turned into an absolutely dominant set victory. Right? The 3-0. Game 2 and 3 were... I mean, no disrespect to Haytem, but I don't think they were very close, right? They were both 2-stock victories, and Solo was just looking in control all the way. Of course, Snake can get the win, right? Like, an